This is all my fault. Me and me big mouth.
Nice for kissing.
You're not big enough to stretch to Newport, though. And why don't you just pack it all in? Tell them where they can stuff the job.
After everything I've been through to hang on to it, no way. There's a big principle at stake here. But I'll ring you tonight, okay?
I don't just mean Grayson's. I mean the lot. The whole executive rat race.
I can't give up now. I'm a fighter.
No, you're not.
Well, I'm learning to be. I've got to. I'm not going to stay at Grayson's forever. I'm headed for bigger things, you know? So much needs changing, Mick.
Yeah, I know. Go on. You get off before it gets dark.
Hiya.
All right, you waiting for me?
All my life, love, all my life. Sorry, love, just joking.
Yeah, I won't be a minute. Hey, listen, did you find them shoes?
Yeah, under your sofa. I've stuck them in the boot. Right, so...
See you Friday.
Off somewhere nice, love.
A new job.
in Newport.
Oh, yeah, Mick said. Hey, don't worry, love. I'll keep an eye on him for you.
Drive carefully.
The other night, when we kissed, God, if anyone's listening. Oh, I'm not a lesbian. I know that. I mean, I just want to make it clear. I hate the words. I'm not a lesbian. I'm not gay. You know, the thought of kissing another... I mean, properly kissing another woman. It turns my stomach. Okay? But because it was you, I don't know, it sort of seemed alright.
Yeah, and it seemed right to me too. I mean, it didn't make me feel abnormal or anything.
But it is abnormal. It's disgusting. I've never fancied another woman. Never in my life, you know.
Well, neither have I. I've not fancied another
But
one.
I've never even thought about it. I've had hundreds of boyfriends. I mean, not hundreds, but... Do you know what I mean? I'm very normal like that. I like men. All my sort of fantasies are about men.
Well, I don't really see what gender's got to do with it. I mean, people can't help who they fall in love with.
The thing that I don't understand is... It didn't feel wrong kissing you. It sort of felt alright.
So I was wondering if you'd have a word with him.
What with your gang?
He listens to you. He was out till 2:30 again last night. I says to him, where have you been? I know he's knocking around with that gang off the estate. But all the joy I get out of him's a mouthful of cheek and enough swear words to light the gas. Oh, olives. I love olives. So will you talk to him?
Well, how do you think it'll do any good?
I used to work in a place like this, you know.
What, a pizza parlour?
No, a chippy. Morelli's. This Italian guy ran it. Don't you have music on while you're doing things like that? We always had music while we were doing the spuds. Do-up-be-doo-be-doo-up, oh, do-up. Do you know that one?
No, I don't.
No, I just made it up.
What's happened to those olives?
I've eaten them.
Those are all I got left.
You're only joking. Give us a knife, I'll cut them in half, you'll go further. So you on your own in here then?
I've got some part-time help.
Not from the lovely Marianne, I bet.
Oh, I've got a couple of lads, students.
That's what my Gary needs, a job.
Yeah, the trouble with students is they've got this complicated and totally baffling social life. I can't be too hard on them. Well, not with Mike anyway. He's got some family problems. Brother-in-law's, you know.
Are they working tonight, these students?
Monday. No, they do this alternative comedy thing on Monday nights, which is great for business, but it's tough when you're on your own, you know.
Oh, well, you better shove over them. I'll come round that side.
I
Do a bit of shopping for you.
wasn't into, you know.
No, I know you ain't. What's the going rate?
£2.50 an hour.
Done. Where'd you keep the pennies? I'm a very messy worker.
You seen Ron?
You missed him.
How is he?
Screwed up about Tony.
Tell me about it. Well, he was on Friday, flinging all that money across the floor.
He's talking about pulling the plugs. Gotta stop feeding him.
I know. Frank Rogers and now Tony. They're looking at a double murder here, Jack.
It was an accident.
And you think that's the way the law's going to see it? It was my fault, for God's sake.
The law's never going to know.
Yeah, well, they might still find out, mightn't they?
No! It was as much Frank's fault as yours. He had alcohol in his blood.
Yeah, but they've got the skid marks to prove the speeder was coming round that corner, haven't they? Dangerous driving, Jackie. Hit and run, 2 deaths, drugged up to the eyeballs on coke. I'm looking at 4 or 5 years minimum here, maybe more. I can't face it.
Right, there you go. Right, I'll see you tomorrow then, eh? Oh, today's deliveries. I stuck the invoices under the till.
Si, listen, look, I really enjoyed myself the other night.
Yeah, me too. We must do it again sometime. I'll brush up on my technique.
Oh, no, I don't mean about the pool and that. I meant but afterwards back at the Rogers and that. You know, they were a nice crowd and that, so I was just wondering, you doing anything tonight?
And we've got a meeting tonight.
Oh.
Look, I'm not being funny or anything, Terry. I'd ask you to come only. Well, I'll be honest with you, okay? I'm not really sure this is for you. I don't want to be the one to push you into something you're not 100% happy with.
I don't know yet.
True.
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about it, do I?
Well, according to Jackie Dixon, we're a bunch of religious nutters. Look, I'm glad you're pulling through, I really am. And I'm chuffed if we had anything to do with it. Because that's what we're about, basically. But you don't owe us anything.
We could get a pizza and then go on to the comedy night. What do you fancy doing?
Oh, let's get a pizza and then go back to yours and watch telly.
No, not mine. Mum's in a funny mood. She's dead worried. I think this lady's going to put an offer in for the house. Let's go back to yours.
Oh, except I'm a bit scared. I think the Crosbys are due back this week. Patricia could turn up any time.
Oh, no. So you'll be homeless again. Well, you know, you're always welcome to come and stay at our house, don't you? That is, if we've still got a house.
All right, girls.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you two joined at the hip or something? Never seems to be apart these days, do you?
Margaret? Margaret, will you wait?
They all know. Everybody's looking at us.
What? What do they know?
There's nothing to know.
Now, come on, let's go back to yours. What are you doing here?
Well, you obviously didn't notice. I moved in a couple of weeks back.
No, I mean, thought you were down the Aussie.
No, couldn't face it. Couldn't face Dee Dee.
Hey, good news. They said I can bring Josh home, probably tomorrow.
Oh, good. Bev, what am I going to do, love? Tell me what to do. He got to say, yeah, OK. Go on, starve me son to death. Then I have to stay with him, hold his hand, watch him die. My son? Or condemn him just to go on, like he is now. On and on until... Well, until what? God, Bev, how can anybody make that decision? Tell me what to do, love, please.
I can't, Ron. I can't. Don't ask me. He's your son. This is between you and Dee Dee. You've got to decide it with her. Talk to her.
Pass that back.
3 Mexicans! There you go.
There you go.
All right, see you now.
Well, thank you, lucky stars. I turned up on your doorstep. What a team, eh?
What a team.
Listen, if you can survive the Saturday night supper shift at Morelli's, you can survive anything. So is that the big rush over now?
Yeah, till the comedy night's finished.
Where did they have this comedy thing then?
At Le Louvre next door.
Oh, the club. It must be brilliant having a club next door. What's it like?
That's okay. I'm not really one for clubs, you know.
So where do you take your Marianne then?
Nowhere, really. We don't get out that much, you know.
No wonder she's legged it off to Newport. I can see I'm going to have to take you and Anne before she gets back. I could do you a short course. Cut race.
A course on what?
On how to keep a girl home here in Liverpool. We could start by investigating this La Luth place. You could buy me a drink after.
It's a very tempting idea, but unfortunately I've got 2 kids upstairs. And to be honest with you, the place is a bit of a drive. All right, Buzz.
All right, mate.
Bit of an improvement on the usual staff, isn't it?
Friend of mine, Carl Salter. Very good.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Do you know him?
No what?
This La Luce place.
Well, actually,
Carol.
What's it like? Mick says it's a bit of a Ow! You've just shot
Oh,
on
I'm
me
sorry.
foot.
Sorry.
It's a bit of a what?
Bit of a dive.
Diverse, thing, crowd. You know, diverse crowd. Yeah, lots of...
Diverse.
Yeah, you know, lots of different types and that, Barry runs a club.
Oh, I see. Well, you're obviously the sort of person a girl should know.
This is Terry Sullivan, everybody. Somebody met him last week.
Sorry to barge in, like, but I just thought, you know...
Terry wants to see what we're all about, won't you, Terry?
Yeah, sit down.
Right,
We're talking about pollution.
right.
Mind pollution.
How?
You see, there's so much crap out there. We're surrounded by it. It's beamed in from satellites, spewing it out on our television screens. Newspapers, radio, magazines. They've got 1,000,001 ways of disseminating their lies. And it's hard. It's hard to sort out the little nuggets of truth hidden behind such a constant barrage of propaganda. You know, most of us don't know how to do it anymore because they've numbed our brains. They're so scared of us thinking, they feed us on a constant diet of soap operas, game shows, and nostalgic period dramas where the sun always shines and everything's perfect. I mean, who watched the box last night, eh? What about you, Terry?
Me?
Have you got a telly?
Yeah, well, but...
Of course he's got a telly. Look at him. There, guys, is someone whose head is stuffed full of exactly the kind of poison that evil feeds on.
Hey, hang on a minute.
And the sad thing is, you wouldn't know what to do without it, would you? You couldn't live without it. Because you're a junkie, aren't you, Terry?
I haven't come here to be...
He's running away from it now like they all do. But it's the truth. He's addicted to all that mind-numbing, soul-dead garbage they pump out in the name of mass entertainment. He's even part of the conspiracy. Because he sells the printed poison to the other brain-dead junkies. He profits by it.
I'm not listening to this.
Scared to face it, eh, Terry? Go on then, run.
Oh, I'm not scared. OK, I've got a telly, I watch it. I read the papers, but I have got a brain.
They got your brain years ago.
Yeah, well, at least I can tell what's crap and what isn't.
It's all crap. Listen, if I said prove it, throw your telly away tonight, you go up the wall in 2 days. You go mad. Because you've got no inner resources. That's the point. That's what they've stolen from you. They've filled you up with so much junk that there's nothing left in here. Just a big emptiness.
Hey, I'm not hooked on anything, and I resent you implying that I am, because from where I stand, it looks to me like you're the one who's hooked on some kind of power kick. What are you grinning at?
Brilliant stuff. Well done, mate. You fought back. You defended yourself.
God, I'm too tired to even move. I suppose I ought to go, really.
You don't have to.
No, I don't want to embarrass you.
The bed in Thomas's room's made up.
Right.
Give generously, okay? You all know the sort of financial commitment you want to make. Not you, Terry. We don't take contributions from guests.
Well, you can't refuse, though, can you? I mean, give it to the relief fund for Somalia or something.
What?
How many coffees? Oh, hands up, okay.
You did really well tonight. Everybody's buzzing with it. You were strong, you were positive. I bet it felt good, didn't it? I'm telling you, they're all dead impressed with you. To be honest, Terry, I didn't think you'd fit in. Maybe I've got you wrong.
Friday night.
Is that too difficult for you to understand, Jimmy? Do you want me to spell it out for you?
No, you're all right, you're all right. Friday night.
Something the matter, Jimmy?
No.
Well, then get a grip, will you? Who was on the till with you on Friday night?
But why, like?
Because we've got a thief on the staff, that's why. 50 quid's gone missing.
50 quid, you're joking, aren't you?
I wish I was.
What, and like it was definitely Friday then?
Friday, Friday.
All right. It was Mel. Mel was on and I was too.
One with Gay?
Yeah, but listen, she wouldn't do anything like that.
Sack her.
Barry, come on, I can't do that.
You're not getting squeamish all of a sudden, are you? You've sacked staff before, haven't you?
Yeah, I know I have, but come on, no.
All right, I'll do.
No, listen, look. We can't go jumping to conclusions, can we? Look, it might have been an accident. You know, she might have left the till open and, you know, a punter might have, you know, like... I mean, Mo Mickey, she's a nice girl. She's not a thief.
Well, somebody is, Jimmy. And I want this nipped in the bud. And so will Oscar. So deal with it.
Well, suppose a dock of wages, eh? What, 25 quid a week?
Dock of wages, sack her. Do whatever you want, but make an example of her, okay?
No.
Dee Dee.
I said no, Ron. I don't need you ever to talk to me about this again. Coffee or chocolate?
Oh, I see. Oh, fine. We can discuss whether I want coffee or chocolate, can we? That's okay, is it? But we can't discuss the most important decision we've ever had to make in our lives.
I'm not discussing it because there's nothing to discuss.
Dee Dee, for God's sake.
No, for Tony's sake we'll go on, however tough it gets. We'll go on feeding him and washing him and loving him. And I'll go on praying for him until God decides it's time for him to go. Not you. Not the hospital. God. Coffee or chocolate?
Sleep?
No.
It's a good idea. Well, we used to do it all the time before. You said yourself. Oh, your feet are cold. Sorry. Freezing. Jump then. Better? I just wanted to... I couldn't sleep. Nor could I. I wanted to... I thought... Would you hold me? Are you sure? I think so. This used to feel so easy. I feel really self-conscious now.
Oh, is this okay?
Yeah.
Your feet warming up?
A bit. I feel so confused. I don't know what I'm feeling. Should we try kissing properly again?
I thought you didn't like it.
I don't know whether I did or not. I know I shouldn't have liked it. I don't want to. I mean, I don't want anything more than this.
It's okay.
I'm not ready to. You know, this is hard enough for me. I just wanted to see if.
Are you comfy?
Do you think you could
fall asleep like this? I don't know. Or shall we try?
Ron, go home. It's late. Beverly will be worried.
I'm not going anywhere till I've made you see sense.
Till you've made me see it your way. I never will, Ron.
Dee, our Tony's dying. You know that. You've given him the last rites. Now let him go quickly and with some dignity, please. Okay, his heart's still beating and his hair's still growing. But Dee, he's dead.
No, Ron. Because while his heart's still beating and his hair's still growing, there's still a thread of life. There's still a thread of hope. Oh, Ron, don't make me do this. So how's Beverly? You never say.
No, well, she's fine.
Good.
She's bringing the baby home this week.
Oh, I see. So the new one's okay, so why not clear the decks and let the old one go, is that right?
I won't even bother to answer that.
I'm sorry. It's just... well, it's so easy for you.
Easy?
Well, you don't...
Easy? God.
Ron, you're one step removed. I was the one who carried him. I gave him birth. You're asking me to sign his death warrant. I can't. Whilst he's still breathing, while there's still one tiny spark of life in there, well, I can't. It's God's decision, not mine.
No, Dee. We're keeping him alive here, artificially. If it was up to God...
We're not.
Dee, we are, love, we are. If we left it to God, he'd have died weeks ago.
You can't ask me not to feed my own son. I won't do it.
Dee, please.
Oh, Ron, I'm not stupid. If any human being had the right to say, well, that's enough, let him go, I have, and I would. If it's just a matter of pulling out plugs and switching off a machine. But you can't ask me to starve my own son to death.
Over on ITV next, World in Action. Here on 4, watch your back and sides. Lessons in self-defence at the barber shop in Desmond.